So we are in a crisis because after a slow burn of unaffordability, it is exploding to the point where it's not just homeless people right on the fringe, it is people who have got full-time jobs and who've got their kids in schools who are now also getting smashed, and we are disintegrating as a community, and there is no guarantee it's going to be fixed. And that's the concern I have. It's a great report, and I think what it does do is make us, I think, commit ourselves as a community and as a council as to how we're going to embrace it. And the Bruns DA that's never even got to us yet is a perfect case in point. Because I still see in this debate about that, there's 4 words that I think we have to find a way to educate our community, because our media is failing us on it, and we need to educate people to have a conversation. The 4 words we need to reconsider is greed, affordable, developer, and community. And what actually do we mean by these? It's so easy to say, oh, that's just greed. People are being greedy. And these developers are making these massive mozzas and the community doesn't want it. And that's not affordable. I think all of these things need to be unpicked. Because while we still keep talking like that, we will fail our community to deliver. Yes, more stock won't be the silver bullet, but no stock is a sure way of disaster. So affordable, yes, if we look at something like a Bruns example, yes, that person is living in their car and is on welfare and needs social housing. Can I please get 2-minute extension? Thanks, Councillor Njai, put that to the vote, all in favour. Yes, that person won't go into a place like that. And so, yes, it's not affordable for that person who needs ultimately social housing. But for that couple that Councillor Spooner just described, it is affordable. And it lets them stay in the community and they will rent it out in a heartbeat. So doesn't fail the community test because it's not affordable and that the greedy developer is going to make a profit. Who cares how much profit they make? Developer is someone who creates something. It can be positive or negative. We've got to stop making it a D word like devil or demon, for God's sake. We've got to grow up. We've got to acknowledge there's nuance in affordability and stop talking about, unless it's $200 a week less, it's not affordable. We need to stop talking about the community, because here's a question. Could it be argued that a community who live in a quiet street and say, I don't want this happening in my street because I didn't buy here to keep it like this, for it to change, is that a form of greed? Or are they just wanting things not to change? I don't know the answers, but I think we need to have a more nuanced conversation than how we're dealing with it. And that's why I think reports like this are so important, because it is the workers who are in very flexible, very fluid, very, in a sense, insecure jobs in the best of times. And they need a place to live. And they would kill to be able to pay $500 a week for a one better. They'd kill for it. They'd rather at 300, but they'd pay 500 at a heartbeat. So we've got to stop denying them that, because a developer's going to make money and the community on the same street doesn't want more people on their street. We need to balance it. And until we can find a way to truly balance it, we are going to struggle. We're going to let people who have got fear on either side dominate the debate. And we as councillors are going to increasingly have a lack of courage to push through and face that flak. Our community and those, in this particular case, our key workers need us to lead the way.